Now, Chris Williams here has decided to be the model for HP and on the ground. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to cool and or heat the aircraft using an HP bleed valve to assist. So the condition levers, Chris, go ahead and put those into the unfeathered position. We're going to watch our engines, make sure everything's running smoothly. We're going to come up here, and depending upon which side we want to heat or cool from, we're going to turn on an HP bleed valve. So go ahead and go auto with an HP bleed of your choice. Probably the closer one because your arms are so short. All right, good job. The corresponding low pressure bleed valve also needs to be in auto. The cross valve needs to be open. And the opposite side low pressure bleed valve should be in the closed position.
Closed. Expected. Acknowledge.
And that valve should be, yeah, it's open. That's with the lights on. We're going to turn this on just for the purpose of the event. It's going to get loud in the sim, and we have the automatic temperature controllers in auto as well, as you can see. Now, in order to facilitate the cooling and or heating of the aircraft, depending on what we're going to do, and right now, somebody had this dialed all the way up to hot. We want to cool the aircraft today, so we're going to move these towards the cool position. We want to add some additional air. In order to do that, we're going to take the power lever corresponding to the HP bleed valve that we have in auto, and we're going to slowly start to push that power lever up, but we're going to watch our ITT as we do. Now notice, when I turn an HP bleed valve on, watch this ITT. Right now it's still coming back because the valve is closing, but when I go to auto with that valve, we're going to see an increase in temperature, because some of the air that's used for combustion is now going to the HP bleed valve for our pneumatic system. Now, we want additional air as much as we can get, so we take the corresponding power lever and we begin to push that up, and we watch our NG up to about 76-75%, but we also watch our ITT, because if we push it too far, the ITT is going to drop. So keep pushing that thing up, and you're going to watch a drop in ITT at some point. Maybe not. Go ahead and bring it back to idle. I think we saw it out there when it dropped, but that was when you pull it back. So right now it's sitting at what? Bring it back all the way to ground idle. Let's see where the temperature it's sitting at in ground idle. 728-ish. So go ahead and begin to push that power lever up for me, Chris. There'll be a slight increase in temperature, and at some point that ITT is going to drop. What just happened there is we've passed the 76 psi pressure switch on the HP bleed valve, and the HP bleed valve has closed. Therefore, we are no longer getting that additional HP air to assist in the cooling and or heating of the aircraft. So bring that back to where it peaks out at about 729. And now we would cool or heat the aircraft. Now, if we had a typical Saab that the automatic temperature controllers weren't working so well, we would turn our automatic temperature, and this is a ground item only, we would turn those into the manual position, and then depending upon where we want to cool, if we want to cool cabin or we want to cool cabin and flight deck, we would take the manual temperature control. If we want it cool, we would drive it towards the cool position for a couple of seconds, release, and wait and see what the air does. If we wanted it to be hot, we would do just the opposite. Now, this switch and this valve in auto control two butterfly valves that control heating and or cooling on the aircraft. I'll go ahead and bring a picture of the diagram of the actual system later, but that about explains how to cool or heat the aircraft. When you are finished cooling or heating the aircraft on the ground, we're going to turn ours back to auto. We're going to come downstairs here to the HP bleed valve. We're going to bring that to the off position, and we're going to make sure that we bring our power lever back to the ground idle position, thus bringing our ITT back close to what the other ITT is. Chris, thank you so much for your help.